maybe take it for a spin around the yard, we'll see. Okay, so what I've been doing is installing seat belts. So the issue I have with the seat belts is originally the reel would have mounted where the cage is, but obviously the bar is in the way of just bolting straight through to where it would originally go, and obviously it brings it out a little bit. So what I've had to do is, if you look down here, I've made like a little bracket there that comes out and around and in front of it. Now, I could have possibly drilled a hole and welded in a threaded bit into the cage as well. That was a possibility, but I went with this way as I think it just was the easiest solution. I've also, can't really see, but I've bent it round the other side of the cage, so if it ever did get pulled and like wiggle round it, the cage would stop it moving, so that makes it a bit safer in an accident. So it would just wedge itself in there as well. So it is the chassis mount as well, so it's bolted directly to the chassis and through the cage. It goes on the original mounting up here. This is the only slight query I might need to check with my MOT friend to see if that's alright, because although it looks fine there, when it goes across it's sort of against the cage, and I don't know if that is an issue or not. Your shoulder and everything is well clear of it, so it's not as if it's stopping you going over you, but so I had a few other issues as well. It bolts in down here, and it was very close to the seat, so I ended up chopping away a bit of the plastic on the side of the seat to get it to fit in there, because there is such limited room for seats in here, because you've got the tunnel in the way and there's just not much room at all. The other side's fairly straightforward, where the buckle goes, so it just bolts straight through down there. I've just got these smaller ones in for temporary. I will get some bigger ones there, bigger bolts. And that's it. I had to just make sure the seat would bolt in as well, because I'd already drilled the holes for the seat. I did have to modify the bottom of the seats as well, so basically cut all the foam out as much as possible so they are sat right on the deck of the floor of the car, as headroom is an issue for me because it's about over 6'5", 6'6", so I need the headroom. If I understand correctly, it was the first car which was, I don't know if it's fully designed or just taken over by Peter Wheeler when he took over TVR, and he was quite a tall guy, so he made sure, I'm assuming he made sure it fit him, so that's not too bad. Still fit. Got through so much probably is deal, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think I need to twist the one round at the bottom there. Yeah, so you can see the cage isn't stopping it at all. That's it, strapped in, ready to go. I've got some new wheels for the TVR. This is one of them. So I think they're JR wheels. I mean, they're reps of BBS, let's be honest. But they are 4x108, obviously Ford fitment, and they're not multi-fit, so it's just a bit cleaner. This is just the rear, one of the rears. The other ones I've got at home because I'm just polishing them up. I did get them cheap because one of them was cracked, but my friend Adrian, again, he did the tank, welded one up for me, so I'll show you that at some point. But yeah, they are 16s, so originally it's got 15s on, which is one down there. So I didn't want to go massive, but I did want a bit more rim rather than tyre. So I didn't want to go crazy. I still want quite a lot of tyre just because I think it suits the car. I don't want it on rubber bands. But yeah, so they're 16s and they are staggered fitment. So it's the rears, these are 9 and the front are 8s. However, they could have done with being a bit lower offset, but these are the first wheels that I've seen have come up which were like a good price and local to me. So today I finally bought some brakes for the TVR to get rid of these horrible tiny little rotors, and I got some
nice.
got some the new ones there. So right, I've got to get these off first, which obviously will not take any time because they're not bolted on, and then I'll put the new ones on.
What have you brought there then, mate?
So these are the original discs, Sierra I believe. Now I've upgraded the calipers, or put them on already. They're off the Fiesta ST, sort of, I think it's a Mark 5. So they're just bigger. And these are the discs which I have to use with them, I hope. Quite similar. So they're a lot bigger. I don't know what size these are. Small.
Not big, are they? Definitely not
you
big.
You can see the size. I mean, these are, I don't know, probably like 240 if I was going to guess. And these new ones, I think, are 280 something. I will clean them up after and put them on properly, but it's there, ideal. So there is a tiny little washer in between to act as a spacer, which is the only sort of modification I think that you need for them.
Is that between
the carrier and the hub?
Looks pretty good so far, doesn't it?
I mean, they didn't touch, so let's do it up.
Sweet.
So that's it all on. I've just dummy fitted it up. The caliper and the disc and everything, and it seems to work. So let's just put them on. That's it there behind the wheel. That's all the brakes bled up. Me and Ben just went round and did it. I mean, it's pretty tedious and time consuming, so I didn't bother recording it. But they're on there. Seem to spin nicely. It's all nice and centered. So I'll just put the wheels on and see if they work, I guess. See what they feel like. Maybe take it for a spin around the yard and see. So brakes are all bled up. And I've just gone to start it so I can just drive around the yard for the first time. And it was only running on, I don't know, 4, 5 cylinders, not all 6 basically. Check the leads and everything, fine, wiggled them around, no change. Plugged the laptop in, it was running a bit lean. Went to check the injector plugs, and a flipping mice has chewed through the wires. Nightmare. So I did fix the wires, which is fine. I'll just quickly chuck in a few pictures with all the wheels on, because I don't think I really explained it in the actual video. So this is it with the wheels on. I'm going to get a bit more sidewall on it, because just to fill up some of the arch gap. But I'm really happy with the wheels and the fitment that they are. But now it's time for the first drive around the yard. It's the first time that I've actually driven the TVR. Well, I only drove it once before, so basically the first time I was ever turned the wheels, definitely with this ECU on and everything. So yeah, here we go.
Are you going to come? I don't know the best way to get it out, to be honest. Do you want me to watch you back? You got loads of room. Oh, I suppose, and it's on like probably flattish tyres. Go right the way back. You could probably do that again, to be fair, mate, if you wanted. Huh? Not too bad. You could, I reckon you could do it one more time if you wanted. Get on.
So that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment if you want, like the video, all that jazz. Yeah, really stoked with actually driving it for the first time. It's giving me a massive boost on the project. Hopefully it's going to be on the road this year, is the plan for summer. So stay tuned for more updates. Thanks for watching.
Tripod and then just move it on the tripod so it's not full shake cam from me.